Hey, Glomies.
Hey, everybody.
And hi, everyone.
Who is that?
You guys, I kind of feel like I'm one of the girls now. I feel like I'm one of the dolls. Tell me if I'm overstepping my boundaries, but am I? I feel at home.
You've transitioned from glow me to glowmer.
Thank you, glomosexual. And
We feel at home with you as well. I think that should be obvious.
thank you, Esther. That means a lot. If we weren't at home together, I've already told you we would need to hire a housekeeper as soon as possible, but I do feel at home with you too.
I love our little creepy home we've built. It's held up by wig glue and dough foot applicators, but it's a home all the same.
It's a home all the same. The ceilings are unfortunately made of popcorn, but that's okay. You guys, how was everybody's week so far?
Oh my God. Just incredible as always.
I feel like you are lying. Has it been okay?
I just came back from a facial and are you even receiving a beauty service if you're not shamed, negged, and absolutely scared out of everything you do by the person administering the service?
Can I say someone who works on the other side of the chair in the beauty world? Okay, that sound that you guys the sound that you guys have the privilege of hearing is Esther sneezing into what I can assume is a reusable tissue.
A reusable tampon.
Yeah, is that what that is?
I have to say, your AirPods really picked that up beautifully.
Yeah. Your mic is normally never to your mouth, but you were certain to have it just then. Okay, back to your facial. I will say this, that speaking from the other side of the chair, when someone, a makeup artist, a facialist, a hair person, is telling you that everything you're doing is wrong, that is the sign of an insecure artist. I never, if a client has broken hair and they ask me about it, maybe I'll gently say it. But the people that go in and are like, what are you doing to your skin? That is them trying to do a power move. Don't fall for it, Caroline.
Well, wait. Yeah.
That's weird because I have to say I'm really attracted to that. I love when someone walks in and into my house and is like, everything's in shambles and you're shit.
Your house, of course. Yes, anyone would say that to your house. But I think that when an esthetician or an artist goes down that route, it makes, to me, I'm like, oh, you're an insecure beautician.
It was
Caroline,
hurtful.
what happened?
It was hurtful.
What happened?
I'm not going to lie. So I was introduced to a facialist, a celebrity facialist. I cannot say who they treat on the podcast because I will expose myself and she will not have me back.
Okay.
But as she was working on my skin, we went to the extractions portion, which if you've gotten facials, if you have acne, you know that this can be a very emotionally loaded time. You're getting things squeezed out of your face. It physically hurts and it's very vulnerable. And she gets to my eye area and she goes, oh, no. Oh. She starts making these sounds and I'm like, is everything okay? She's like, you have really bad Melia. And she just kept saying, you have awful Melia.
Now, what is Melia? I've heard it come up a lot lately.
Melia are little clogged pores you get kind of in your eye socket area, but they're not pimples. You can't squeeze them. I think they're buildups of oil. They have to be professionally extracted and I don't mind them. I really don't.
I think they I would describe them as little white bumps, and I think they can be anywhere, not just I feel like I used to have them really bad on my forehead, but it's hard to see them. You have to be up close and really paying attention because they almost blend in with your skin.
Then who cares?
At that point, who cares?
Yeah, that's like when people talk about the little secret mites that are on your skin and they're like, well, everyone has them. I'm like, well, great. I don't need to know about that then.
If I can't see them, if I can't hear them, if I can't taste them, I don't care.
If I can't taste them.
So
my mites are my friends.
I'm glad that that's working for you, that relationship.
I'm proud of my Melia, and they get along great with Esther's mites. I may as well point out. So she's like, oh, your Melia. And she's got triple layer Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs goggles on.
It's very...
She's got a light on me.
It's very, what's it called? What's that aesthetic called with the goggles?
It's very steampunk. She's got her full steampunk goggles on.
It's a full steampunk facial moment.
There's literally steam everywhere. It's quite literally steampunk. And she's like, she's extracting my pores with this buzzing device that I've never even heard of or used. The facial was $300, so she had some crazy. Yeah, it was bad. So
I was gonna say you got a deal.
Oh, great!
What? Wait, what? Clay, what?
Oh, now you've got me all. Let's circle back to the pricing. So she's like, you are using something that is really clogging your pores. She's like, this is bad. I've never seen Melia quite like this. Like, it's not just I have
She's Melia shaming you. She's shaming you.
And she keeps saying the word Melia.
It's a disgusting word. It's like Lil Wayne. Like, I'm a Melia. I don't like it.
It's so many vowels in one word.
Melia. It's actually it's beautiful. Like, this is my daughter,
Meet
Melia.
my daughter, Melia Goldfarb Pavitsky. So she's like, what are you doing? You're clogging your pores. And I had a feeling that I knew what it was, but I was so afraid to say it. And she was like, what? Tell me your whole skincare routine right now. She had already been shaming me for my skincare routine like throughout the whole appointment, because I was like, I like K-beauty. And she's like, that's really bad for acneic skin. I was like, okay, great. So I tell her that I think it's this serum that I use that's like an oil-based barrier restoring serum. And when I told her...
Which one?
I can't say. Out of respect to our sponsors and our partners. So, do you know? Okay, well, I'm not going to say. So
I don't know.
So when I tell her what the product is, she shuts off the buzzing device and she's like, oh, you can never use that. She's like, you do not need a barrier restoring serum. Then she just goes on this diatribe about how like the only people that need their barriers restored are people with really dry skin. She like shuts off the device and scares me straight. It was so intense. I was like, okay, fine, I'll go home and throw it away. But I just left feeling like a shell of myself.
I hate that. I hate that. See, she could have given you that information in a way that was like, you felt empowered afterwards to go home and look better, not in a way to make you feel shamed. I think that's horrible.
I don't know. I might be on her side because, Caroline, you're oily. You're acneic. Why are you using a barrier restoring serum?
Well, I don't want to get too into the details here, but sometimes my skin feels dry and tight from retinol. And I've heard that can be a helpful thing, which... If you can hear my tail physically between my legs right now, this is exactly the energy with which I try to defend the barrier serum to her. I was like,
I can smell it. I can smell it from the computer.
And she was like,
I just think
no.
I just think that the way she handled it was, Esther, you can't be on her side when it comes to like being rude about delivering that message. There's no need.
Look, if she made Caroline feel bad, I'm obviously not on board and I don't like that, but that is my love language, is being told that I'm doing something wrong in a mean way. Like, I'm like, okay, like that's what'll get me to like shake it off and shake it up.
That's like your mother's milk for you.
Yeah, I'm not like that at all. I need
your attachment
validation.
style.
I need validation, and I need it a lot. Listeners,
Wait,
if you think that I'm great, listeners, if you think that I deserve a little bit of validation, be sure to leave a like and comment.
Go to clayslove.biz. It's Clay's
Do
personal
not go to that site. Do not go to that site. I'm begging you.
So anyway, but I do feel beautiful.
I was going to say, you look so pretty. I don't know you to be acneic. I believe you if you say that you are, but you don't strike me as an acne girl. And I struggle with people who have acne.
I identify as one because I've had my struggles over the years. Shout out Accutane, but I appreciate that. You have also only met me twice. One time I was wearing a mask the entire time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that's what's up with me. You guys, let's popcorn. What's going on?
Stop
other kids
talking about my ceiling. I don't know. I'm doing really good. I had a bunch of music videos that I worked on come out this past week, and I'm like super stoked with how they came out. Okay, for anyone who's into makeup and like, which should be a lot of you guys listening, check out
like everyone.
Okay, Esther, you saw the video, right? Dove Cameron, Lazy Baby. The makeup looks on this. Shout out to Alexandra French. Melissa Hernandez normally does her, but she couldn't do her that day. Alexandra came in. These glitter looks. I mean, you can look these up, Caroline. This is some... I'm not even talking about the hair. The makeup is so cool and inspiring, and it's kind of like Euphoria to the next level. This girl does Euphoria, and she's like, oh, well, we gotta outdo that. So...
Clay also killed it with the hair in this music video. The song is called Lazy Baby, and the song is so good. Lazy Baby. Like, I can't stop playing it. Like, it puts me in such a good, cute, happy mood. I'm so happy for Dove. I feel like this song and the video are, like, huge.
Yeah, and
hits.
she's about to do Powerpuff Girls, where she's Diablo Cody's Powerpuff Girls, where she's playing Blossom. So she's gonna have a moment.
Oh, don't I know it? I'm gunning for a spot in that writer's room.
Oh my
Really?
God, Caroline.
I don't think
Caroline.
I think I might have missed my window because it just isn't.
No, it's just they're just shooting a pilot right now. We'll see what we can make happen.
Yeah,
Esther knows
Clay,
that I
good
can
work.
get. Esther, can I make it happen?
Clay can make it happen.
Clay puts on like a little Jabra headset. He's like, let me make some calls.
Very that, exactly. Esther, what's going on with you?
Well, I hiked Runyon Canyon today with my favorite TikTok influencer, Tinks, at It's Me Tinks. She's one of my favorite people ever. She's so funny.
Wait, this is someone that you just met on, like you were a fan of their TikTok and now you're hanging out with?
Is that, what kind of question is that?
Okay, I'm just sort of confirming, I guess.
Are you insinuating something about that? Yes, I did just hit her up, and I really enjoy her company. She's super funny, and so that was, I have to say, I haven't hiked in a long time. That high you get when you finish the hike, and then you got the rest of the day ahead of you, like, nothing can go wrong. You're just in a good mood. Like, does anyone else feel that?
It's called endorphins.
I went on a jog this morning before work.
Oh, excuse me.
And I did feel very good after.
Yeah.
Okay, but
people recommend exercise because of this feeling you guys are talking
well,
about.
before COVID, I was a 7-day-a-week for about a decade gym person.
What?
Like, I went to the gym, even if I worked until 8 o'clock at night, I would go on my way home, work out from 8 to 9, get home at 9 p.m. Like, I've always been that person.
7 days, though? You don't take a rest day?
This is
I would
where I
maybe
start
take-
to think, are gay men, like, superior? And, like, is that, like, offensive to say? The amount of energy Clayton has, the fact that he can work out every day after working, I'm like,
But I haven't in a year. I've sort of, that energy that I used to work out with, I've channeled into doing favors for you, Esther. So the second that I get back to the 24-hour fitness in Sherman Oaks, you're SOL.
My childhood 24-hour fitness, I used to go before high school.
Caroline, everything that's my childhood is my adult, too, because I've never left Sherman Oaks, okay? I'm here to admit it, okay? I'm a small-town girl.
Oh, I know I'm going to end up back in Sherman Oaks, and I'm going to die in Sherman Oaks, and I know that for a fact. There used to be porn stars that worked out of that gym, and it gave me so much inspiration.
Oh, you don't even want to know all the Sean, Cody, Randy Blue guys that would just inspire me. That's how I learned how to do the Stairmaster.
Oh my God.
And by learned how to do it, I meant just learning that that's what all the gay porn stars would do, is the Stairmaster. So I followed suit.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you guys, something really big happened, though. There's a new celebrity food and beverage collaboration that was announced today. Have you guys seen?
What is he talking
I'm on the edge
about?
of my seat.
You guys, Lady Gaga has a collaboration with Dom Perignon.
Esther, cover your ears.
It's hard. This is hard for me because I can't participate, and I wish bet.
Have you guys watched the ad?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's
I
an
honestly,
artistic triumph.
You know,
I hope it wins an Oscar.
it's the best video that she's done since Telephone. I think it is so stunning, visually arresting. As you might know, I'm not really drinking right now. Falling off the wagon.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Is it a special kind of champagne, or is it just regular Dom Perignon, or is there like a Chromatica Oreo-esque spin to it?
Much like Chromatica Oreos was really just golden Oreos, I think that it's just Dom Perignon.
There's not even dyed pink or something?
Is there a special label?
There's gotta be, right?
If there's a special label, I'm considering buying it and just keeping it, like, in the house.
Just to have it, totally.
A collector's item.
She is really got some good representation around her. These food deals, she's stacking them up left and right. This is millions of dollars of endorsements in Q1 of 2021 alone.
Do you think she'll be at the food expo when we go?
A girl can dream, just in between like the Jelly Belly stand.
Well, she'll probably have a collaboration with Jelly Belly by then.
I mean, once you do Oreo, you've kind of like broken the glass floor, not the glass ceiling. Like you're punching. She's going low. When they go high, she goes low.
What's next for her? Like, I want a Lady Gaga Chipotle like burrito bowl. Like, what else?
No, I don't like that at all for the Gaga brand.
Then what do you want? What do you want?
I like sticking to candy and alcohol. That feels right on brand to me.
But why are you're acting like Oreos is so much better than Chipotle, and that's confusing to me.
Yes, because one is like a bowl of slop, and the other is like a cute cookie.
Hot bean slop versus one bite of a cookie. What about Gaga Skittles? I can really see that.
I love that.
But if there's special colors and flavors.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but I am a fighter, which is what Xtina calls her fans. I am an Xtina. Which is really kind of a negative name for your fans, is fighters. The point is,
what are they fighting against?
I'm a Gaga. I mean, I'm a Gaga stan too, but I am a fighter through and through. And she did a collaboration with Oreos like 4 years ago and got dragged.
Because it was awful. Because it was one commercial where she's walking on a tightrope and she like falls into milk or something.
Okay, and she also did a second one with Shaquille O'Neal, and she got dragged in like the pop fan base world. And then once Gaga does it, everybody is like cheering. And I just want to say that, like, you know, Christina, much like she did Circus before Britney, she did Oreos before Gaga, and that's something that I needed to get off my chest.
Well, I have to just say that it really speaks to the creative machine and the creative visionaries you have around you, because they are the people that's going to take your run-of-the-mill Oreo collaboration and take it to the next level and do colors and stamps, whereas like Christina just didn't have that creative machine around her. And it just
did she not do any?
I don't think she had an opportunity. They didn't give her the chance.
I love Xtina so much too, Clay.
Yeah.
She's incredible. That voice.
I love Britney and Christina.
Same.
Equally. And in some ways I love the other one more, but they both literally hold such a special place in my heart as someone who was born in 1988.
I could cry just at that conversation. And also you always lie to me about your birth year, and I don't know which one is the truth, but I'm hoping it's that one because it's the same as me.
We're the same age, Esther. I just graduated high school a year later than you. That's what you're confused about.
And that's what I hate.
Esther, you know that I didn't get into kindergarten my first try because I couldn't I couldn't put a button in a hole.
Wait, Caroline, are you class of 08?
High school?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, great. So, 06, 07, 08.
Oh,
okay,
you guys.
God.
Senior, junior, sophomore.
Oh, my God.
Caroline,
the big kids.
Would you think I was cool if I was a senior and you were a sophomore? Like, or would you be like, why? This senior keeps texting me.
Oh, no. Are you kidding? I would think... Look, Esther, I left school the day Blackout came out to buy it at Best Buy in Sherman Oaks. Like,
yes!
You know we would all be friends.
I love you. I love you for that so much. Okay, has this ever happened to you? You need to see a doctor. You search and you find one. They look good. You wait on hold. You book the appointment. You rearrange your schedule. When you finally go in, the doctor doesn't take your insurance, parking, all this stuff. You guys, all you got to do is download the free ZocDoc app, the easiest way to find a great doctor and instantly book an appointment. With ZocDoc, you can search for local doctors who take your insurance, read verified patient reviews, and book an appointment in person or video chat. Never wait on hold with a receptionist again. Whether you need a primary care physician, dentist, dermatologist, psychiatrist, eye doctor, or other specialist, ZocDoc has you covered. Go to ZocDoc.com/glowingup and download the ZocDoc app to sign up for free today. Now is the time to prioritize your health. Go to ZocDoc.com/glowingup and download the ZocDoc app to sign up for free and book a top-rated doctor. Many are available as soon as today. That's ZocDoc.com/glowingup. It's called Honey because we all shop online and we've all seen that promo code field taunt us at checkout. Thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past, babe. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. You best believe me and my girl Caroline are Honey users. Okay? You guys know Honey. You love Honey. We're obsessed with Honey. It supports over 30,000 online stores. They range from sites that have tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands and even food delivery. Okay, imagine you're shopping on your favorite site. When you check out, the Honey button drops down and all you have to do is click apply coupons. Wait a few seconds, Honey searches for the coupons. It finds one and you will watch the price drop. Honey has found over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. I would never recommend something that I don't use. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/glowingup. That's joinhoney.com/glowingup. I have a question for you guys. Okay, who is currently right now a celebrity that like I say their name and who is it that no matter what collab they do, you would spend all the money you have on it? For me right now, I'm going to go first. Shakira. I am feeling her so hard. I'm still feeling her from her Super Bowl performance last year. She's so incredible. She has so many hits. I would buy anything Shakira sold right now today. What about you guys?
I mean, do you like the movie Zootopia? Because she is prominently featured and has toys related to it.
Okay, I guess I have to put my money where my mouth is and log on to eBay.
Esther just has to spend $3,000 on Zootopia merch because you backed yourself into this corner.
But who's your guys'
Shakira,
person?
That's...
I mean, I'm such a gay lord. Okay, go.
Just quickly, I do have to tell the story of when my grandpa sat next to Shakira on a plane. We'll circle back to that.
No, tell it now.
Tell that now, bitch.
So my grandpa sat next to Shakira on a plane. I think it was a first-class flight from LA to Chicago. My other aunt...
rich.
My grandpa was a lawyer, but then he spent all his money and he didn't leave us anything. So my aunts were on the plane with him, and he somehow got seated next to Shakira. And he's completely blind. He cannot see and he cannot hear. But they said that he became such good friends with Shakira over the course of the flight. And he had totally charmed her. And he kept calling her Chakra. He wasn't hearing her name right. He was like, "What do you do, like, beautiful girl?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm a singer." And he was like, "Oh, like, have any videos?" And she apparently showed him a bunch of videos on YouTube. And he was like, "Oh, you've really got something. Like, you've got a little talent in you." And he kept calling her He kept calling her Chakra, and they made fast friends, and that was it. And that was the tale.
That's
and then I think
incredible.
later, my grandpa was completely blind, but he could always like see women's body parts somehow. So he like knew after the flight, they were like, they were like, "Sam, grandpa, dad, whatever. You were sitting next to a huge Latin American Colombian pop star, excuse me." She's like this huge international D news, like, oh, interesting. Well, she had a nice ass or something.
Oh my God. She was sitting the whole time. He just felt it.
He saw her get up, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, that's
amazing. I mean, the Whenever Wherever video is actually, if you watch it now, it is so aesthetically relevant. Like, that video could, like, shot for shot come out by Dua Lipa right now, and everyone would be like, this is so fresh and cool.
And the music, the songs, the lyrics.
You're a song written by the hands of God. Don't get me wrong. Thank you.
Fuck.
That was pretty good.
That was really good. Yeah.
I'm turned on.
Who are the... Okay, but like I said, I am such a gay lord that just, like... I used to fight how much of a gay lord I was. I kind of was, like, embarrassed about it when I was younger and tried to listen to, like, rock music. But, like, I'm sorry, anything that has, like, a Britney tie-in, Whitney, Christina, Gaga, Beyonce... Barbara is Cher. Like, any of them, I will spend money on them.
I'm going to say my two must-spend artists right now are Dolly Parton. I think pretty much anything Dolly puts out, including the Moderna vaccine, I will purchase and I will buy. Like, I'm so excited about her Jenny's ice cream collaboration. I'm sorry, we're not seeing a whole ton of celebrity ice creams right now, and I'm so here for that. It looks so good, too.
What happened to Smy's Cream? Do you guys remember when there was like a press release about that?
I went to Smy's Cream.
Wait, what is it?
Wait, what, Caroline?
I went to Smy's Cream and I wrote an investigative piece on it for LA Magazine. It hasn't come out yet, though. Hopefully.
Excuse me, was that Dolly Parton or was that someone else?
No, this is Tyra Banks. Over quarantine, came up with a very hard to follow narratively. ice cream idea that she teased out for 9 months at least, and it just kept getting more and more confusing. Like, where can you get it? Where is it going to be available? When is it going to be available?
Tell us
kept getting
everything.
pushed back.
The article hasn't coming out yet, Esther.
No,
you gotta
but
wait.
she can tell us the Glomies get a sneak peek.
It might be out by the time this is released. So I was so mystified by this. I feel like the more I looked into it, the less I understood it. They were like, somehow like the mascot for Smize Cream was this confusing anamorph of Tyra's mom and a fictional elderly female DJ named DJ Splits. There was, for some reason, there was a giant construction crane that was part of the mythology, because the whole proprietary notion around Smize Cream is that you, at the bottom of every pint of Smize Cream, by the way, it wasn't a full pint, it was like half a pint, there's a white chocolate covered cookie dough ball called the Smize Surprise that you dig to get to. So they have like a big construction crane that's named Diggy. That's part of their mythology. But it's not anthropomorphized. It's just a construction crane. I'm telling you, it drove me crazy.
I'm
they
sorry.
Have a theme
Is this
song.
a why?
I'm not done. There is a theme song by the guy that does the cha-cha slide that they keep teasing, but it's not out yet. Like, it's all so confusing.
Is this some sort of YA universe that she's created? Are there books that are coming?
But Caroline,
Tyra is the queen of multi-level vertical and horizontal integration. She has so many intellectual first of all, she has the giant Husk Model Land at the Santa Monica Mall that was supposed to be an in-person experience where you go where it's like the Museum of Ice Cream, where you go and you like experience what it's like to be a model. That got totally shut down because of COVID. It never even opened, and I wanted to go so badly. So then I think in its place, she like came up with this ice cream idea, and it's at the same mall, but there are like the Model Land Husk is still there. There's all this Model Land signage, but it's like not being used. It's so creepy. So she did Smize Cream, and it's like, does she have any background in food? No. Does she claim it's, quote, the best ice cream ever? Yes. Was it?
Oh.
I can't say for sure. But
I like the idea of digging. I like
Is it like a truck?
It was like a mall kiosk that would sell cell phone cases.
That's okay. That's where you start. I'm fine with that. Now, are you buying pints or are they scooping it for you?
So the way it worked, I thought it would be scoops. I was so confused, but you pre-ordered on a very confusing website, and they put aside a half pint for you, and it's like in a little like Talenti gelato type container, but half the size of that.
And is there obviously packaging? Is there like her logo?
No, there's just
and all
a
that?
sticker with the mascot DJ Splits on the top.
It's like this is like a Mariah's Cookies situation.
It's very similar to Mariah's Cookies. And the way it worked, I went the opening day and they only had one flavor available, quote, the best vanilla ever. And I'm also not a big plain vanilla ice cream person, so it was a little boring to me. But then they
only had vanilla.
I know, but I had to go the opening day. And I think they have more flavors now. I don't know if you can get every flavor every day, but let's just say I drove in an hour and 20-minute cross-city rush hour traffic for pretty bad ice cream.
It says temporarily closed on Google.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
I am not kidding you. I am not kidding.
Oh, my God.
Do I sound kidding?
Esther, I need to ask you one more time. Are you kidding?
Hey,
I'm upset.
Please tell me
you're
joking.
I'm sick to my stomach that I don't understand what this is and that I can't even have it.
Okay, there's something about Tyra Banks, that I'm obsessed with, is that her production company, which is now called Bankable Productions. So at the end of everything, it would say Bankable Productions, and a vault would close. But before it was called Bankable, it had a different name for the first few seasons of America's Next Top Model.
What was it?
And it was called Tie Tie Baby Productions.
Oh, yeah!
And it would be a cartoon of her as a baby who went, "You shut up, Tie Tie Baby."
I like that more.
I know. Then it became Bankable, and it became very, intense. But I miss the Tie Tie Baby.
I also briefly want to shout out, because I did so much research on Tyra for this article that hasn't
Go.
come out.
Please go.
She has so much stuff in her past. First of all, as we all know, she allegedly may or may not have gone to Harvard Business School, but it turned out to just be a summer certificate you get. That it's like
a lot of people do that,
and
yeah.
And it's like a whole problem that people claim they went to Harvard Business School, but they got this certificate thing. She has released a young adult novel called Model Land.
Oh yeah, I know. Of course, yeah. That's what the installation is based on.
Yes, and I believe the main character is named Suki St. Clair or something like that. My brain is so full of Tyra facts. She had a makeup line that a lot of people say was more of an MLM scheme than a makeup line. Like you had to buy in to become a makeup rep, and that folded.
That tracks.
Yeah, that totally tracks. And then we know about the Tyra Banks show, but we also forget that she was a host on like another Round Table The View type show.
What was it called? It was like a beauty-based one.
It was called like The Look or something.
What was it called? And it was her and Chrissy Teigen.
Yes.
Chrissy Teigen was also on it. And she left after like promoting it, being the face of it. She left after 3 weeks or like 2 months due to creative differences.
Unbelievable. I mean,
Also,
she's an inspiration.
Never forget when she tried to have a music career.
I love that song.
Move your body, shake your body, move your body.
Shake. And she also she sang the hook on Kobe Bryant tried to have a music career and had a rap song called KOBE, and she sang the hook on it. And I also like that song.
How was it? Was it good?
Oh, you highly recommend to listen. It's not available on Spotify.
Oh, wait, do you guys like Jam, in parentheses, Turn It Up by Kim Kardashian? Because I honestly do.
I was just about to bring that up.
How good is that?
It's not bad.
I love it. She's just like, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Like, so, like, monotone, but it works.
I mean, it was produced by The Dream, who's like a musical genius. So, I mean, can't be that bad.
No, it's quite good.
Oh, and the other celebrity I would throw my money at is Doja Cat. If Doja Cat did any collaboration, I just want to bring us back full circle.
Now,
Doja Cat, it's cool, yeah.
If we're talking about celebrity singles, I don't know if you guys remember, but I'm looking at time.com top 10 mistresses. Maybe you remember a politician by the name of Elliot Spitzer.
Of course.
His mistress, Ashley Dupree, or his call girl, she had a song. It was really good. I'm trying to find the name of it. I liked her song.
Do you remember when Osama bin Laden's niece came out with a single when we were in 7th grade? Wafa bin Laden?
No way.
Yo, they literally did like a push. Like, I remember Blender magazine?
Oh, I loved Blender.
Okay, that was...
Yes.
We talked about magazines in the last one. I loved Blender magazine, but I remember them being like, is the future of pop actually Osama bin Laden's niece?
Oh,
the answer was she wasn't. She didn't end up being the future of pop.
What
I don't know
about
if you knew.
Tiffany Trump's single? Have you guys heard Tiffany Trump's single?
No, is it good?
It's really not bad.
Is it?
What?
I can't remember what it's called. Someone who's fast at Googling. Someone Google it.
Esther, you have a computer?
My computer can't handle Zoom and Chrome, so... But it's not bad. I think it's called Fly Like a Bird. It's got like
it's
some like
called
free...
Like a Bird, featuring Sprite and Logic.
Logic's
well, isn't Logic big?
Yeah.
Huh,
Paris Hilton's album, by the way, no skips.
I can't talk about it. It's the best is I love the first one. It gets you so in the mood where she just goes, Scott Storch. Yeah. That's hot.
So,
the
you
summer
guys,
I
Tiffany
turned
Trump.
16. Oh, I'm sorry. Back to Tiffany Trump.
No, wait. Can we just also talk about what's it called? No, what's the second single of the Paris Hilton album?
Not Stars
Where she's
Are
in the
Blind.
school. No, where
Jealousy.
she's in the school.
Oh, Nothing in This World.
Nothing in this world can turn. Nothing in this world.
It's a good
is
album.
Incredible.
Great
It's
album.
a good album.
On the Girl Next Door soundtrack. I mean,
yes. I can do what she can do so much better.
Okay, wait, back to Tiffany Trump. Sorry, Esther.
I was just going to say it looked like she had a whole album that is like lost in the ether. But now I'm on Paris Hilton. Why was Paris Hilton's... her producer was Fernando Garibay. I'm wondering if he did other albums that we all love.
Fernando Garibay is huge, but also Scott Storch did it. Also Dr. Luke, R.I.P. But Dr. Luke got his break. That was the first album that he did was Paris Hilton.
Dr. Luke?
Wait.
No,
yes, Dr. Luke, like Katy Perry, the Kesha of it all. His first song was the one I just sang. Nothing in This World, Paris Hilton.
Are you kidding me?
He was
crazy.
the guitarist on SNL, and I guess like after she hosted was like, we should do music together.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, he's been accused of rape, so he can...
No, I'm not saying anything good about him, but it did happen.
It did happen.
Wait, did you guys know that Paris Hilton's Stars Are Blind soundtracks key scene in Promising Young Woman? Did you guys know this?
I didn't see it, but I know I haven't seen it yet, but I know that's part of the movie.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Well,
because a bunch of my clients were like, a bunch of my Gen Z clients were like, did you know Paris Hilton makes music? And she has a song called Stars Are Blind. And I'm like, yeah, it's amazing. And you should cover it.
I think I would be very depressed if I hung out with Gen Zers all day.
You would think so, but it's like my life force. You ask why I have so much energy, and it's because I'm literally like taking the energy from these teen girls. By being
I like that.
Being like, let me tell you about history. There once was a woman named Willa Ford and Brooke Hogan. Sit by the fire and I'll tell you tales of Brooke Hogan.
Like, do you know that Aaron Carter had a sister named Leslie Carter?
Did you ever watch House of Carters?
No, that Carters have always been too depressing.
I watched the Hogan one though.
Oh, well, babe, Hogan's Knows Best was on for, I want to say, 200 episodes. It was a bona fide hit.
When she was writing the song about her dad, I thought her music was good. I loved Brooke Hogan.
I really related to her body image issues. I thought that was like a really relatable, real, like portrayal of a woman with body image issues who's in the media. I really like related to that. It was very important to me growing up.
Well, it does make sense because I was thinking about Brooke Hogan a month ago, as one does, and I went to her Instagram, and the only person I knew that followed her was Esther. So that honestly, that made me feel so good to see.
I feel that's a good credit I have.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see the Hulk Hogan sex tape, which actually he sued Gawker over?
Yeah, it took down Gawker.
And there's so much interesting backstory to that because it was with the wife of this famous radio host, Bubba the Love Sponge, who's like in the Howard Stern universe.
Yep.
So like I know all about Bubba, and Bubba wanted Hulk Hogan to fuck his wife. That's how he got off.
But that's a thing. I think that like
cuck.
Cuck culture in straight people is huge. Straight guys are obsessed with watching their wives make love to other men, and I don't want to shame.
Trust me, I've been trying to get Dave to let me and Esther do this for years. But so I just want to get the foundation down that this guy wanted Hulk Hogan to fuck his wife and like installed cameras in the bedroom, and he got off doing that.
But did all the parties know that the cameras were there, or was he secretly filming?
I think that I don't know about that actually.
We don't know, but
I just want to point out my favorite thing about the tape is when Hulk Hogan goes, "Oh, I ate so much, I feel like a pig. I feel like a fucking pig." I'm not joking when I say that me and my fiance Dave King reference Hulk Hogan saying I ate so much I feel like a fucking pig. We say it about once a week. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's so relatable, Mr. Hogan. Like, no disrespect, I literally relate so hard. Like, you know how it is when you just ate a big meal and you're trying to bone. It's like you feel like a fucking pig.
Well, that's
dying.
I mean, that is straight privilege to be able to eat a big meal and then have sex. So if you get to feel like a pig, good for you. Okay, I don't have that luxury.
Clay can barely sip down half a daily harvest and get to business.
Daily harvest, more like monthly harvest if I'm trying to do it. Am I right, ladies? Woo!
I would not be able to do that. I literally am my most turned on when I just have a big fat stomach full of food.
The thing is, Esther, I so believe that in my heart of hearts. Like, that rings so true to me.
There's something distinctly sexy about having an evening like you're a 17th century European king, like embracing gout, like you've had like 3 glasses of wine, you've had like multiple kinds of meat, and you're just like so in touch with your body and your sensuality. You're just like reeking sex is coming out of your pores.
It's just like stinky sex is just coming out of you.
Yeah. Oh,
you guys. I mean, gout. I'm gonna be honest. Gout does run in my family, so
you better be careful.
I always feel like I'm outrunning gout. I always.
What is it?
What is gout?
Esther,
No, you did not just ask that.
Esther's gonna be like the first woman to get gout in America.
Okay, gout is typically known as like a renaissance.
The kings.
Like, the disease of kings. When you eat a lot of fat, when you eat a lot of fatty, rich foods that are high in uric acid, it can build up basically like crystals in your
body,
in your body, and in your feet especially, and it's very, very painful. Again, it is just
they say that it's the most painful thing that a man can experience. They say the only thing more intense is childbirth. Now, how do people know this? I don't know, but that is what and family members have told me. Family members who are tough have said, It's pretty painful.
So your feet are really fucking hurting, and apparently
they swell.
They swell, and if a sheet from the bed
raises
the sheet, it's always about the sheet.
It's always like a sheet feels like knives stabbing you. Okay, and I don't want to joke about it because I honestly feel like it's coming to, and also it can happen if you have severe weight fluctuations. So a lot of big actors who have gained a lot of weight and lost a lot of weight for roles have gotten gout.
Really?
Yeah, I think that like they've been open about it. I think Matt Damon talks about how he got gout, gaining weight and then losing weight for a part. And Russell Crowe's had gout. Like if you gain and lose as a guy, you got to pay the piper.
That tracks. Well,
in crystal feet.
Clay, my uncle, Iraj, also known as Abraham, a lot of people in my Persian family have two names. It's inexplicable and confusing. He has gout, and he has this printout list taped in the kitchen of foods to avoid that are like foods that are high in uric acid.
It's like alcohol, red meat.
Yeah, Clay, you better print out one of those and get it up on those popcorn ceilings. Stat.
I know so many. I'm surrounded by gout sufferers, and so I'm pretty aware.
That's awful news. Yeah.
Yeah.
Esther's gonna Munchausen's herself gout.
Yeah. Wait, can women get it, or is it just men?
I thought gout knew no genders. I thought it was like gender non.
Yeah. For me to actually put gout in a box was really messed up on my part, and I do want to say I'm sorry to all the gloomies. That wasn't cool.
No,
we forgive you.
It's okay. The gloomies will comment below about whether or not women can get gout. Trust me.
But remember, I do need a lot of validation in this episode, guys.
Hey Glomies, today's episode is sponsored by Magic Spoon. I have completely fallen in love with Magic Spoon. Growing up, cereal was one of the best parts of being a kid, but then you kind of give it up because you realize it's totally full of sugar and junk that like is not really something you should be eating. And Magic Spoon is like the adult version of kids' cereal, okay? It's healthy. It's full of protein. It's 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, low-carb, and GMO-free. It's not vegan, I'll just warn you. But I am so addicted. I'm obsessed with the fruity flavor. And there's very exciting news that Magic Spoon is relaunching the blueberry flavor, one of everyone's favorite flavors that's now back in stock after being sold out. And you can build your own box, which you can do custom bundles. There's cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, and cinnamon. Listen to me right now. You need Fruity. Fruity is so good. I ate it for dinner 3 nights in a row. I felt full and satisfied. It was like just a fast, easy dinner. I'm so obsessed with Magic Spoon. It's also available in Canada now. Go to magicspoon.com/glowingup to grab some blueberry or a custom bundle of cereal to try today. And be sure to use our promo code glowingup at checkout to save $5 off your order. This offer is now good anywhere in the US or Canada, but only when you use our code at checkout. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product that it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund you. No questions asked. So remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/glowingup and use the code glowingup to save $5 off. Let's talk about Four Sigmatic. They're a wellness company known for their delicious mushroom coffee. Four Sigmatics. Mushroom coffee is real, organic, fair trade, single origin Arabica coffee with lion's mane mushroom for productivity and chaga mushroom for immune support. We over here at Glowing Up have been starting our days off with Four Sigmatic's ground mushroom coffee with lion's mane instead of regular coffee. And it really helps give you focus and just makes you get shit done. It's amazing, and I absolutely feel an uptick in my productivity every time I drink it. It helps me focus like nothing else. Mushroom coffee is also easy on my gut. It doesn't leave me with that awful jittery feeling or any kind of midday crash. And all their products at Four Sigmatic are organic, vegan, and gluten-free, and every single batch is third-party lab tested to ensure its purity and safety, so you know you're getting the highest quality coffee and mushrooms possible. Now you're thinking, does the coffee taste like mushrooms? It tastes just like the coffee you love. It brews dark and nutty, and it tastes incredible. And they have over 20,000 5-star reviews. And best of all, they back their products with a 100% money-back guarantee. okay, I'm on board with that. You guys, we have an exclusive offer with Four Sigmatic on their best-selling mushroom coffee. This is just for Glowing Up listeners. It's kind of a big deal. Get up to 40% off plus free shipping on mushroom coffee bundles. To claim this deal, you must go to foursigmatic.com/glowingup. This offer is only for Glowing Up listeners and is not available on the website. You'll save up to 40% and get free shipping. Go right now to foursigmatic.com/glowingup and fuel your productivity and creativity with some delicious mushroom coffee. Let's talk about BetterHelp. In 2021, it's finally okay and acceptable and preferred for us to all talk about our mental health and happiness. Humans are not meant to stay inside. It makes us sick, and therapy helps. But what is therapy exactly? It's whatever you want it to be. Maybe you're not feeling motivated right now and you would like tools to help. That's how I feel today. Or maybe you're feeling insecure in relationships or at work, not dealing with stress. Whatever you need, it's time to stop being ashamed of normal human struggles and start feeling better because you deserve to be happy. And now you don't have to worry about finding an in-person therapist near you to help. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than an in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. From the time you're listening to this, you're 48 hours away from getting help. Join the millions of people who are seeing what therapy is really about. See if it's for you, because you are your greatest asset. And this podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. And our listeners at Glowing Up here can get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/glowingup. That's betterhelp.com/glowingup. Has anyone had a good piece of fruit lately?
All the time.
All the time.
Okay, I normally never crave fruit. Like, it's just not really on my palate. But it's been kind of hot in LA lately, and I find every day at like 3 or 4 o'clock, I'm like, I need a slippery, satisfying, like, bite into a pineapple. And I'm just curious, like, did you guys have any fruit recommendations for me?
Well, Noom makes me eat a lot of fruit. Noom is...
You're still doing Noom?
So Noom has said that I'm self-sabotaging because I'm not weighing myself every morning. But I am still in the program a little bit, and they're really encouraging me again to have so much yogurt. But fruit, they're like, fill up on fruit. So I'm eating... I like berries. I'm a berry girl. Do you like berries?
Berries? I like tropical flavors. I like pineapple.
I just bought a pineapple. It's so funny you bring that up. And my plan for dinner post this podcast was to slice up a pineapple and put tagine on it, which I'm
And that's your whole dinner?
Well, I had a very big lunch.
She's getting facials. She's eating pineapple for dinner. The Hollywood game has changed you.
Wow.
Well, look, and Esther, I also want to just give a shout out to the papaya. I don't know if you've ever dabbled in papayas, but if you get a nice, good papaya in season, I actually don't know what season it is, cut that up, squeeze lime on a papaya. It is one of the best tastes in the world, I swear to God.
For me, it's all about that Hawaiian papaya. It's so delicious and special and, like, hard to find.
You guys, I don't like it. I'm so annoying and, like, basic. I literally like bananas, and I eat an apple every day.
I love apples.
Blackberry. I love blackberries. Blackberry is my favorite berry.
I mean, it's really hard to get your ass out to the farmer's market, and I understand that. But if you can find, like, a weeknight farmer's market that works for you, when you start getting fruit at the farmer's market, that's what fruit is supposed to taste like. It is so much better.
Is it?
Yes. The flavors, it really tastes like candy. It's so fresh and, like, high integrity. Because, like, now I get fruit from the grocery store and it tastes like I'm eating nothing sometimes.
Yeah, some fruit for sure is like that. Wait, Caroline, did you ever go to Tapia Brothers?
Oh, my God. Well, Clay, I grew up at,
That's
like, Hazel.
That's why I'm asking.
You don't understand. I grew up, just so you have the context, in a townhouse, like a condo, across the street from Fashion Square. I'm not exaggerating.
That's where I live now. I think I live in your old place. I'm not kidding.
Are you renting from my dad? Do you live on Ranchito Avenue?
I don't, but I do feel like we're very close.
So I would walk to that Trader Joe's. Oh wait, no, Tapia. I'm confusing. I'm thinking of Farm Boy. I'm sorry.
Oh, Tapia Brothers I love Farm Boy, but I love Farm Boy. I eat at Farm Boy all the time.
Ugh, I miss
I
Farm
get
Boy.
sushi at Farm Boy.
The Farm Boy sushi is, you guys, we're talking about a little like fruit sushi and what used to be frozen yogurt stand in
I
the
hate to
valley.
tell you this, it's mostly a COVID supply place now with some yogurt and sushi, but the main thing they are selling are like fake Louis Vuitton masks.
Stop it.
Which is fine. No, but
I want one.
But Tapia Brothers, you guys, is literally a farm in the valley where you can go, and it's not that far. You can go and get like fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, and it's like a farmer's market, but you're literally at the farm.
I don't want to brag, but my middle school guidance counselor, Miss Tapia, did marry into the Tapia
No.
brothers. Yes.
And she still was working?
I know. Unbelievable.
Yeah, she must have
Wait,
just had integrity.
Because you mentioned unlicensed Louis Vuitton merch, I just want to shout out that I got this necklace. If you're watching on the video, this girl, she takes like little charms off of bags and bracelets from different designers and turns them into necklaces. It's really cute. You can't see in this.
No,
but
I saw it. I saw it in real life today. It's really cute.
It's at Kea Chains on Instagram, and she's so cute.
And here comes the rub. Esther got a discount, and now she's having to mention
No, there's
it.
no code. There's no code. I just want to shout out a local hand-making artist.
How did you find her, Esther?
She DM'd me.
Okay.
The way Esther finds everything, by putting in absolutely no effort whatsoever. I'm sorry, that was mean. People are going to say I'm jealous again.
Do people say that?
Oh, we can't get back into that.
I feel like since I have sort of joined as the Hulk Hogan of this three-way group, that we all really are supporting each other, taking care of each other, and I feel like as brunette pioneer bombshells, we are all like, we're here to uplift each other, and that's what Glowing Up's all about as far as I'm concerned.
100%. I think of us as a very supportive three-way. Did we know the cameras were there? Much like in the Hulk Hogan, who's to say whether we knew they were there or not?
I just wanted to see you rail Esther after a big meal.
Oh my God, you guys.
I feel like a fucking pig.
I feel like a fucking pig. Oh my God, we're almost out of time, as crazy as that sounds. Oh, I want to give a shout out to our first new Fishwife product that is launching.
Okay, tell it. I want to give us the whole spiel. I want to know about this.
Because this is important.
Okay, so this podcast, I believe, is coming out exactly 2 days before we announce it, which is really hard for me because that means I can't say exactly what it is on this podcast. But I'm going to give some hints, and I encourage everyone to follow @Fishwife to stay abreast of things, be the first to get your hands on it when it officially launches Friday, April 16th. So this new product is the first of its kind. There is no tinned product using this fish sourced from an amazing domestic farm. There's no domestic version of this product. I'm like trying not to say what it is, and I'm basically doing word salad, but it's an incredible fish that you probably haven't had canned, but you love and you cook all the time. It's light.
Can we guess? We're not allowed to guess, right?
No, let's not guess because I know what it is.
Okay, and I will say I'll give a couple hints, exclusives. It is smoked, like our tuna is smoked. So if you love that smoked flavor, you're going to get that with this. And it has some of the cutest packaging I've ever seen in any consumer product. This packaging, I'm so proud of this packaging. It like makes me emotional. And like I said, and you can find more information about this on our website and our Instagram, it's sourced from one of the leading aquaculture farms in the States. This farm supplies this one species of fish to all the great big restaurants. They treat the fish so well. They're raised without antibiotics or hormones. There's 62 times
But if they choose to have hormones, that's an option
hormones.
that's available for them, right?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Whatever the fish want. Exactly.
Okay.
There's
Cool.
62 times less mercury in these cuts of fish than the FDA permissible standard.
Wow, that's huge.
It's big, and I'm really proud of it. I'm excited for everyone to try it. And again, go follow Fishwife, and it's launching this coming Friday.
That's so exciting.
I cannot wait to try this.
But quick question.
So excited.
You can only get this online, is that correct?
So, yes, it's going to be available at eatfishwife.com. We are doing partnerships with very strategic stores. Like right now, if you live in the Los Angeles area, you can probably get it at Wine and Eggs in Atwater, Botanica in Echo Park, or Milk Farm, and also in like
these
Eagle
are
Rock.
very cool places.
I know.
We're really partnering as we get our supply chain locked and loaded, and the more locked and loaded we are, the more scaling up we can do, pun not intended. And until we can like scale in the way we want to do, we are really,
Okay, you said scale enough now. We get it.
we're really being mindful about who we partner with, making sure we're with partners who can like have marketing, who can help market us, and like have
you only get introduced one time, and you have to do it like the right way on those shelves,
Caroline,
right?
That's so cool. Yeah, because I really want to get Sleepover in stores and like in like the right cool one little like LA boutique, and I haven't been able to figure out what that should be yet. So I'm very inspired by
But I feel
doing
like
it.
but with Sleepover, I feel like clothes can live online. I feel like we are months away from like you go into every Erewhon, every Whole Foods, and there is like Fishwife at the end of the shelf. What's that called when it's on the
end cap.
capping? The end cap. I feel like I'm in the presence of season 1 Bethany Frankel, and you are about to like accomplish something so big, and we can be like, yeah, we knew her when. Like, I have
Bethany
such faith in
Frankel
this.
Is one of my heroes. That footage of her in early seasons of the first season of Housewives, when she's like
In the grocery store. Yeah.
selling Bethany's bakes or Bethany's cookies or whatever. Full circle to Mariah's cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a labor of love. It's honestly the love of my life, Fishwife, and we have so much fun stuff happening this year. And yeah, I'm just excited for everyone to try this product. It's like our first big launch since the tuna, and it's very
Congratulations. I'm excited. And I'm not joking. We all are going to go to that Food and Wine Expo or whatever it is.
I really think we should. It's coming up. We got to buy our tickets soon.
Esther?
Yeah, duh. Of course.
Okay.
Maybe
I
we
might
could do
be dipping
stand-up.
my toes into the food and beverage entrepreneurial world. You never know.
Absolutely.
Well, don't put your toes in it. That's disgusting, Esther. Anyone else's toes, maybe, but not yours.
Esther's like, I might be putting my unwashed, slime-covered hands in the...
You guys,
All
have
right.
I told you? Wait, before we go, well, this is an ending announcement, but I want to talk about this with you guys. I'm going to do stand-up in Phoenix. I'm like getting in the car, hitting the open road, and I'm going to do like a stand-up show in Phoenix. Like,
You're
this is
driving?
happening. Yes.
You're
What do you
driving?
Who are you going with?
Carlos.
Is he going to film?
He'll film, yeah.
Yeah, you should film a lot. Sorry, this
But-
is behind the curtain strategizing. Excuse me.
But like, isn't that crazy? Like, I'm going to do stand-up. I'm going to do the road. Like, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know.
How
It's
do you...
kind of unbelievable.
Are you going to do new material, or what's it going
I
to be?
have to. Yeah, it's like I had my special come out, which is streaming on Paramount Plus now, and Clayton did all the hair looks. They're amazing. And Caroline was there in the crowd, and she was my favorite person ever. But I have to have all new material, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an experiment. But yeah, if people want to come see me in Phoenix, I know the tickets they're almost gone, but there's still some left at standuplive.com on April 29th. But yeah, I don't know. In general, I'm just like, wow, this is weird. I'm
That's
getting back in.
crazy.
And does the audience wear masks or no?
I don't even know.
Probably.
Is that
I don't
bad?
know.
And no
I have no
coughing
idea.
allowed, right?
No coffee?
Coughing.
Oh.
Wow.
All
I'm
right,
kind of
well-
like taking it in. Like, I mean, we just got a thing today that California's economy is planning on reopening up fully in June. And like that sentence doesn't even mean anything to me anymore. I'm like, what does that mean? Like everything open? Like
I know.
can't
Are
like
you
process
ready?
it.
Are you ready for the pandemic to be over?
No.
I'm not. I was
Yeah, that's
just
the
getting
thing.
settled
What is-
in.
I know you might have been joking, but what does that mean, fully open? Like, what's not open that we need to still open?
That's a
fully?
good question. I wonder. Well, okay. I mean,
Full
live.
I think it means full capacity,
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. That's not okay.
right? Isn't
I
that
don't
what that
know.
means?
Maybe it means like live events. Because I can't imagine a concert or a movie theater, even by June 15th. I can't imagine that being fully packed. That sounds crazy to me.
Well, you
Yeah.
know that Godzilla and King Kong came out this weekend and made like $50 million in the US. Like, it packed it's like huge. And like 300 million worldwide in one weekend. It packed the theaters.
I am not ready for this. I am having like the same fear that people felt like when everything started to close and they were like in their house, I feel the reverse fear. I am not ready for the world to open back up. I'm safe in my little bubble. I'm safe in my house. Like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to go engage with the world. I don't know. I'm having fears. I need to deal with these.
Well, Caroline, just because it's opening doesn't mean that you have to engage in that behavior.
As I was saying that, I did realize how stupid I sounded, and I can control what I do.
Like Esther, like, do I go anywhere that's not work related? No, ever.
No, never.
Through disease or no disease.
You guys, this has been another hour of nonstop fun with you, and I'm so glad that we're all connected spiritually and emotionally. And Class of '06, Class of '07, Class of '08 represent every week here on Glowing Up.
007. That was big for us.
Woo! Nice.
You guys remember to go to eatfishwife.com, especially this Friday, to check out what that new launch is. I'm very excited about it. If you're in Phoenix, get tickets to see me at standuplive.com, April 29th. I'm really, really excited. It'll be a special night. And Clayton, follow Clayton Hawkins on Instagram.
Thanks. Yeah, do that. Watch my reels, guys. The more you guys watch my reels, the more brands are happy to work with me, and I can keep these popcorn ceilings over my head.
You guys, thank you so much, and we will see you next week.